Hello everyone. Uh, Thank you very much for joining us today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zuhro Saidova. I work for the C5 plus O.N.E Educators Workshop as a country assistant for Tajikistan. And today I will tell you about this program, and also I will give you some application tips so that if you decide to apply to the program, then you're successful. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. Please watch this webinar till the end because the most interesting part is always at the end. So let's get started. And let's get started by understanding what the program actually is all about. Well, to start with, let me say that C5 plus O.N.E Educators Workshop is a unique professional development opportunity for young English teachers. Can you see my screen? Just a second.
Not yet.
I think something.
No.
Yeah, just a second. Just a second. Why during online sessions always something goes wrong?
It should be so.
Okay, sorry for this inconvenience. I am nearly set. For some reason, PDF stopped working on my computer, so I'm opening the online version now. Okay. Okay, I'm finally all set. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Yes.
So C5 plus O.N.E Educators Workshop Program is a unique professional development opportunity for young English language teachers. And by young, we mean that English language teachers have to have less than 5 years of teaching experience. And the main goal of the program is to create a cohort of highly qualified English language teachers who will then in the future work for US Embassy English language programs such as C5 plus O.N.E or Access program or any other programs that are funded by the US Embassy in Tajikistan. So the founder, thus, of the program is the US government through US Embassy in the Kyrgyz Republic, and also other US embassies in other Central Asian countries are partners and supporters of the program. Who will participate in the program? Totally from all Central Asian countries, we will select 200 English language teachers that will participate in the programs as trainees. And also we will have 20 trainers who are from World Learning Program and Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. Okay. So what those 200 English language teachers will learn during their experience in that program? Number one, they will learn about communicative language teaching. Number two, they will learn about student-centered teaching. Also, they will learn about project-based teaching, use of technology in teaching and learning, lesson planning and assessment. Also, during the course, they will improve their English language proficiency. And finally, they will learn how to organize professional development activities with other teachers in their communities, whether it is their own school, university, or any other educational institution, or it is their district, region, city, town, etc. Okay, so the program is really great, but the eligibility requirements are quite strict. I already mentioned this one, that English language teachers must have less than 5 years of teaching experience, but applicants also need to have bachelor's degree in education, pedagogy, or English language, or any related field. Then the age requirement, the applicant should be no younger than 22 and no older than 40 years old by July 2025. Then they must be citizens of C5 countries. So you can apply if you hold citizenship of Tajikistan. They must intend to return home after participating in 1 month intensive workshop in Kazakhstan. And also, they need to have minimum B1 English level, because the course will be fully delivered in English language. And if you have not very good English level at the moment, it will be hard to you to understand the content of the course, okay? So here we can see the program timelines until November 29th, so just 1 week left, we are accepting applications. Then starting on January until April 2025, participants will get online training in groups of 20. And in each group of 20 teachers, there will be 2 trainers. Also, if you will have any programs with participation, whether it is technical problems or problems with understanding something, content program assistance, for example, me in Tajikistan, will be supporting you throughout the process. Then in July 2025, there will be 1 month in-person workshop in Almaty, Kazakhstan, where you will learn about micro-teaching, English clubs and clinics, lesson planning, and many more. And also, this is a wonderful networking opportunity. Online courses are always great, but when you go in person for 1 month in intensive course, you will meet with all other teachers who are participating in the program. It is 200 teachers, and I think this is just great. And then until March 2026, you will receive ongoing support in organizing professional development activities in your English language communities. Okay? So, as you can see, the program takes like a very big amount of time. It is not 1 month program and that's it. It is a long program with several components. So we really want to find committed participants. That's why you can see here, what are your commitments? Number 1, you need to commit to participate in online course and dedicate 7 hours per week for your learning. But it doesn't mean that all 7 hours you need to be online. You only need to be online for 2 hours, so that those 2 hours, the whole group is simultaneously participating in the course. The rest 5 hours of the course, you can watch independently whenever it is comfortable for you. When you have time to watch the lessons, you can watch the lessons. No need to be online all the time. Then you need to commit to attend a month-long intensive workshop in Almaty, Kazakhstan in July. You need to make sure that you're able to come, that you will not have any problems at your work, at your family, or any other issues. So you need to commit to attend the course. One is not possible without another. You cannot participate in online and not come to Kazakhstan. No, you need to participate in all of them. Then, as it is already mentioned, until March, you can see here, March to 2026, you will receive support in organizing professional development. But we don't need you to organize something every day. No, you need to organize at least 2 sessions in your communities. You can organize more, of course, and we encourage you to organize more because the content of the program is big and you will have a lot of knowledge to share with your peer teachers. But please organize at least 2. And then in 2027, when the program is complete, we expect that you will become a teacher in the US Embassy supported English language programs. And at that time, we expect that you will be able to teach at least 1 English language class for learners in those programs. Okay? Those programs are C5 plus O.N.E, Access, or maybe any other programs will be created in 2027, okay? So, about technology, as I already mentioned, you will need to dedicate 7 hours a week for your online learning, but only 2 hours to be simultaneously online with other course participants. Other 5 hours you can complete not online, but watch the recordings of the sessions. Your training will also include training on using a range of technological tools for educators. So you will learn online, and at the same time, you will learn about some other online and digital tools. But we understand that not all English language teachers have the same level of digital literacy. That's why in-country program assistants like me will support you throughout the process if you have any difficulties participating in the course. And finally, as you can see, there is a lot of flexibility, which is great for teachers because we know that teachers are always overloaded with some tasks and sometimes they cannot dedicate a certain time for their learning. But that's why the course is very flexible, and we hope this will help us include diverse groups of English language teachers to the course. Okay? So, as you could see, the content is rich, the timeline of the course is big. So what are the benefits for you to participate in the course? Well, number 1 benefit is that you will improve your confidence and ability to teach English using English. Unfortunately, many teachers still have problems with teaching English in English, and we hope that after completing the course and even during the course, you will gain more confidence in teaching English in English. Then you will have a chance to try out new techniques with your students, which use learner-centered and communicative methodology that will bring better learning outcomes for you, for your students, and will help you reach your teaching objectives. Then you will expand your professional network. As I already mentioned, 200 English language teachers from across Central Asia and 20 trainers from US University and World Learning will participate in the program. So this is a great opportunity to meet great professionals in the field. And maybe in the future, you will have opportunities to collaborate with them, right? Next, you will deepen your understanding of English language teaching and professional terminology. And finally, you will be able, upon successful completion of the program, to teach in C5 plus O.N.E or any other English language programs like Access Scholarship program or any other program that are supported by US Embassy. And this is a great professional career opportunity because, as you know, US Embassy always tries to create great working conditions for their employees with good salary, with good career development opportunities. So this is just great. If you complete the program, you will have career opportunities with the US Embassy programs as well. So a great program, what are the costs? And the program is free for teachers because it is funded by US government and because we want to include diverse groups of teachers. So you don't need to pay anything when you go to Kazakhstan. We will cover all your costs, including your travel costs, lodging, and meal stipends, so that you have everything ready for you just to study during this 1 month. Just one thing you need to pay for is your internet connection and probably electricity, but you pay for electricity and internet connection anyway. So this is the only cost that you will have to cover yourself. But for example, if you are from a remote area of Tajikistan, and you don't have regular access to internet, then as the course is flexible, you can go to English resource centers in your place if there are any, to American spaces if there are any American spaces, or to your institution, organization where you work, and you can use their internet, their device to work on the course content, okay? So, we already mentioned that you will be able to teach in programs such as C5 plus O.N.E and Access program, and maybe some of you don't know about those programs, so let me give you a little bit information about those. So C5 plus O.N.E, it is a program for early and mid-career professionals in economic sector. So there in this program, you will teach English for specific purposes focused on energy and environment. Another program is Access program. This one is for teenagers usually from disadvantaged families, economically disadvantaged families, where you teach them the foundations of English language skills and leadership through after-school classes. There will be maybe, as I said, some other programs, but be sure if you complete the program successfully, many more opportunities will be available for you just because you will be a better professional, right? So how to apply? To apply, you simply need to prepare your CV first because it is required to submit a CV in the application form, and then you will need to fill out the online application. When you submit your application, and if we choose you as a primary candidate, you will need also to take the online English proficiency exam to show that your English level is really at least B1, because as I said, otherwise it will be very hard to you to understand the content of the program. Okay, B1, it is intermediate level. So don't worry, as English language teachers, I am sure you all will be able to pass that test. And if you doubt yourself, anyways, you will have, and you already have time to improve your skills a little bit, right? So this is not something impossible to you. So how to apply? Here we have QR code. So if you are joining from your computer, you can take your phone and scan the QR, and we can see the application right now and try to fill it together right now. If not, I will also send the link in the chat now, and you'll be able to follow that link. So the application deadline is approaching. It is November 29th, so don't lose time. And as the title of our webinar is Application Tips, let me also quickly show you the application, and we will go through it together. And I hope this will help you. And you will see that this is actually very easy to fill out the application. Okay. So I sent the link in the chat. You can follow this link and we will work together with you. So here again, all that information that I just explained to you about this program, you can read it one more time to refresh if you need. But we click on apply button right here, and it takes us to the new page, SurveyMonkey. Here again, information about C5 plus O.N.E Educators Workshop. We click next. First page of the application is very easy. It is just your personal information. So let's fill it. Zuhro Saidova, Zuhro, birth date. Please pay attention to the format that is given here. Enter first month, then day, then year. So it is my birth date, my gender female, country Dushanbe, Tajikistan, Tajikistan, my email zuhra.m.saidova@gmail.com. Be sure to enter a real email, because if you enter a wrong email, we won't be able to contact you. Phone number. My phone number is this. So if you have any questions about the program, by the way, you can call me by this phone number. Then we click next. And here some open questions start. The first one is, please name any academic degree and certificates in the following order. Subject studied. Well, my subject was linguistics. Then university or program. My university was Lomonosov Moscow State University branch in Dushanbe. Then degree obtained, bachelor's. Then year, 2018. In this order, okay? Carefully read the question, and in each question you have part of the answer. So first subject, then university, then degree, then year. How many years have you taught English? I have 0 to 1 years because my teaching experience is very small. I primarily worked in administration, marketing, public relations, and monitoring, so it is very small experience. Okay. Next, what English classes have you taught? I taught secondary and beginning level. I choose here 2 of these. But if you taught all of them, you can choose all of them. Next, what experience do you have with online learning and with using technology for education? Someone wants to ask something, or Sadbak? Yes.
Yeah, it's me. Hello, Zuro.
Hello.
Can we be back to the 10th question? I think it was 10th. Before experience year.
Academic
10th, yes?
degrees.
So certificates also written.
Yes.
Can you mention also any certificate that you
Absolutely, yes. Thank you very much for noticing that, because this is really important, and I'll show you later why it is important. So here you put any official certificates that you have. I have certificates from Coursera and also from some other courses. So you name what certificates from which organization you have, okay? Sarah course on digital marketing. Then for Sarah certificate on urban education. Okay. So, thank you very much again. What experience do you have with online learning and using technology for education? We opened the application at the beginning of November, and we received a lot of applications. And unfortunately, in many of them, teachers are very general. Especially in this question, for some reason, they start explaining the importance of technology in modern world. They start with, Online tools are very important in modern worlds because of digitalization and globalization. I use Kahoot in my classes and so on and so forth. But this is not what the question is about. We want to know about your experience with learning online, okay? So here you need to be very specific. Yes, it is written limit 150 words, but it doesn't mean that you need to cover all of them. If you can write less but specific and cover your ideas in fewer words, this is fine. And 150 is just one paragraph. You can do it in 2 sentences. For example, I participated in several Coursera online courses, in EWB online intensive courses, in Zoom and Google Classroom, and in...
Sorry, please, I have a question.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Abdulmanon.
Yes.
Thank you for feedback. And I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is about if I want to join to this program. First of all, we must applicate. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
If you want to join to this program,
Mm-hmm.
we can read, we can study just in the Central Asia country, or it doesn't matter in which country we can study.
It doesn't matter where you studied. In this program, you don't study like in formal way. It is additional training to your formal education. So as I mentioned, first you will study online. Doesn't matter where you are now. You need to be a citizen of Tajikistan, working in Tajikistan at least part-time. Okay, or if you are just graduated as master's student, you're also eligible if you don't have experience and didn't find a job yet. So online you can study from wherever you want, and in person is 1 month in Kazakhstan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So here I wrote specifically in what online programs and in which platforms I participated. You need to do the same, exactly. What courses, what platforms, because this question, we want to understand what your experience, will it be difficult or easy to you to participate in our online course? So you included here. Then, one of the goals of the C5 plus O.N.E. ED program is to prove participants' English proficiency. What is your current level of English? Well, I don't have official IELTS or TOEFL certificates, but recently I just, because I got interested, participated in a free mock IELTS test, and it showed that I have C1 level. So I indicate here C1. But as I don't have official certificate, I cannot click on this one. I just click on that one. I am guessing based on the descriptions you provided above. Then next question. In the last 3 years, have you taught in any U.S. Department of State funded programs such as Access, C5 plus O.N.E, English for, I don't know this program, or any other? No, I haven't taught in any, so I just leave this one empty. And we go next for more open questions. And this is where people unfortunately stop filling their applications and leave a lot of open questions unanswered. And this is a big mistake, because if you want to get accepted, you need to write something in every question, not leaving any empty space. But as I already mentioned, don't be vague and specific, be and general, be very specific. Okay, so let's go over questions. All of them are small, maximum 150 words, maximum 1 paragraph. So no need to write big academic essays, okay? Just your experience. Why are you interested in this program and what makes you a great candidate for the program? So as you know, I am not a teacher, but I work with teachers. And for me, it is really important to know how to teach other teachers, what are the modern methodologies, what are the trends in English language teaching. And also for me, it is interesting how other organizations provide these courses so that in the future, I'll be able to provide something in EWB or in any other project. So I'll write here that as I work with educators, so it is really important to me to constantly update my knowledge on teaching methods and trends in ELT. I'll be able to use this directly in my job and also share this knowledge with the big ELT community that I am part of. Well, you write a little bit more here. I wrote here just a statement, so you a little bit will need to elaborate on this statement, but you got the idea. You write specifically why you need this and why you're a good candidate. I am a good candidate because I have a big community of teachers to whom I can then share this knowledge. So they invest in me, and I myself then help them reach out to even bigger audiences, right? And I also explained that this is important for my professional development. You can add here that even though I regularly take online courses, this program is really important because it includes in-person workshop as well. And in-person workshop is a great networking opportunity where I can meet like-minded professionals, expand my horizons and get more opportunities for collaboration. So you will write here exactly why you're a good candidate. Again, if you can express your ideas in fewer words, this is fine. Don't write a lot of general sentences. Maybe it can be 2, 3, but very specific statements and very good statements to show that you're dedicated, motivated, and that you are a good person to make investment in, okay? Participants in this program must dedicate 7 hours per week to online course. And minimum 2 hours you need to be online simultaneously with other participants. Explain how you can commit to this. Again, what some teachers did, they copied this, up to this, and they just wrote, I commit to participate. Here, I commit, and this is it. But this is not how it works. Here we also want examples from you. For example, you could say, even though I am a full-time worker, I can participate in the course during my free time in the evening. I live in and we give example why we are able to do, like I did with my Coursera classes. Also, I live in the city and I have electricity and good internet connection to be online for the classes. Okay. If you cannot be, if you do not live in the city like I do, and you can have troubles with connection or with electricity, as I already mentioned, you can say that, yes, I have sometimes problems with connection, but in my region, we have good connection at my school, at my university, or at American Space, at English Resource Center, and I can participate in the course through their connection, visiting that places. So you need to explain if you are really able to do that. Because sometimes, you know, we start the course and then participants will see that they are not able actually to do that. We want to understand that from the beginning, you know that you can do that. So you explain it here. Then next question. Participants in this program are required to spend the full month of July in Almaty, Kazakhstan. Can you commit to this? Please explain. Again, as English language teachers working in secondary schools and universities, probably you may have summer holidays during that time. And you can write it here that during this period, I will have summer holidays at my school and I will be able to travel. And also my family supports me. So I will not have any issues with the traveling to Kazakhstan. I don't have very big summer holidays, but I still have my annual leave. So I can write here that I will be able to participate because I have my annual leave. I write here just a statement, but I will elaborate on this. So I have an annual leave, I have support from my family, I don't have any problems going to Kazakhstan. So I'll be even happy to go there because it's a great opportunity to visit Kazakhstan, to learn from world-class trainers and to meet with other professionals from Central Asia, right? So you explained here that you are really able to do that in July. Next question, C5+1 educators workshop seeks diverse population of participants from different ethno-linguistic backgrounds, experiences, ages, and geographical locations. How would you add to this diversity? So here, let's start with ethno-linguistic backgrounds. Well, my native language is Russian. My mother's native language is Tatar, and my father's language is Tajik, and I also speak English. So I can add information that I speak several languages, thus I am aware about several cultures because language and culture are interconnected. About experiences, I have experience in administration, marketing, PR, monitoring, so project management. So I'll be able to share this experience and see ways how those knowledge can be used in English teaching as well, and share my experience with other participants. Ages, I am young English teacher, for example. I am full of energy and I'm happy to share my energy with other participants and learn from them. And geographical locations, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, here I cannot add much because I am from urban area. I am from Dushanbe, right? I can still write that I am from Dushanbe, but if you're from rural area or from not capital city, this is also important to include. You will write here that I am from a rural area, which enriches my understanding, which like expands my horizons, which generally contributes to who I am. So you kind of explain that you are a representative of specific location, specific culture, specific language, specific experiences. So here you generally explain why you are a unique person and how you are willing to share this uniqueness with others, okay? Any questions you got about the program? So if you have any questions here, you will write the questions. For example, I am interested when I will get answers. So when I will get information about my application status, I will write this question. Then upload your CV. If you remember, I mentioned that you will need to prepare it before starting the application, and that CV doesn't need to be several pages. It is just one-page CV. Your personal information, including name, email, and phone number, then your education, then any conferences, courses, or any other professional development that you participated in, and then any job or volunteering that you have done, if you have done any. And this is it. This is the CV that we want. We don't want anything else, anything like super big or super impressive. No, very brief CV about your prior experience. So you choose CV. It has to be PDF, docs, PNG, JPEG, or GIF. So you upload it from your computer. Okay. You upload it from your computer, then you click next. I need to upload something to be able to click next. So I will upload my CV. Okay. It has to be less than 16 megabytes. So you upload your CV, you click next. You need to write something about diversity. Let's imagine I wrote something. Next. How you want to be contacted? I want to be contacted through email. If I use Telegram or WhatsApp, I write my Telegram and WhatsApp here. And then when I click done, my application is submitted. Okay? And as soon as I click done, I will not be able to edit it. That's it. So as you could see, it took us only 15 minutes or maybe even less to submit our application. It is not difficult. It is very easy. As I already mentioned, the most important thing is be specific. Don't be general in your answers. Share your experiences, your personal and professional experiences. We don't want the information how the world works. We can find it in the internet, right? We want information about you. So what I also want to share with you, and I hope that this will help you, how we choose the participants. Don't think that we choose someone whom we like. This is not how it works. We choose participants according to our rubrics. We give them points. We give 2 points or 1 point. For general information, personal information questions, we don't give any points. But then academic degree. If you have master's degree or extensive additional professional development, you get 2 points. If you have only bachelor's degree, but some professional development, that's why Sadbark, it is really important to include certificates that you have, then you get 1 point. If you have only bachelor's degree, you don't get any points. Next, what level have you taught? If you have taught secondary level, vocational education, and university level, you get 2 points. If you only taught primary level, 1 point. If you don't have any experience, 0 points, but it doesn't mean that you are not eligible. Maybe you get points here, but not here, okay? Then what experience do you have with online learning? If you participated in Department of State sponsored programs such as Open, American English webinars, or if you taught online, you get 2 points. If you have experience with any other platforms like Coursera, EWB, ERC, TSET, or British Councils, or anything else, but it is not a Department of State program, but EWB is Department of State program, so it is included here. Then you get 1 point. If no experience, 0 points. Your level of English, if it is B2 and above, 2 points, B1, 1 point, A1, 0 points. Next, why are you interested in the program? If you explain clearly how it is important for your professional development, if you explain clearly how you will be able to contribute to your community, and if you explain clearly your desire to help other teachers, it is 2 points. If you mention specific skills that you want to get or experiences, it is 1 point. If it seems that you do not understand what we want from you and you provide general information that it is important in one's life, then it is 0 points. Commitment to learn online. If you clearly explain that you already had experience learning online and you didn't have problems with that, if you explain that you're able to finish long-term projects because you also have this kind of experience, you have device connection, you have everything, it is 2 points. If you explain that you commit, but your examples are kind of general, it is 1 point. If you don't bring any examples and don't understand the question quite well, then it is 0 points. Next, commitment to go to Kazakhstan. Again, if you bring examples that you really can go to Kazakhstan in July for 1 month, that you will not have any problems with your job, with your personal life, it is 2 points. If you bring no examples or your examples are very general, it is 1 point. If don't provide any explanation, it is 0 points. And finally, about diversity, if you explain clearly how your unique experience, and all of us, we have unique experiences, but if you explain how those unique backgrounds, experiences can contribute to the program, generally it is 2 points. If you are not very specific, but generally understand what we want from you, it is 1 point. If you write something not related to the question, then it is 0 points. So maximum points possible, it is 18. Someone who gets 18 are accepted to the program. Someone who gets 0 or 1 are not accepted to the program. But if you receive half of these 9 points, 8 points, you can still be accepted to the program. So if you have at least half of that, okay? So this is how we choose the participants. That's why it is really, really important to not leave free space, empty space in the open questions. It is really important to answer clearly, specifically, explaining with examples from your prior experience. Okay? So this was my part. Now we still have 9 minutes left. So if you have any questions regarding application, I'll be happy to respond to your questions.
Good evening, Mrs. Ro.
Hello.
Is it okay if I give you my questions?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, I've got one question. I'm a teacher of English with 13 years of experience, but these 13 years is not included in a labor card. So 5 years in the rest of the years are not included because most of the, if you agree, they just include it, but if you do not agree, they do not include it. So is it okay if I participate, or I have no possibility to take part in it?
Now, when I already know this information about you, you cannot apply, unfortunately, because you're overqualified for this program. This program content is designed for young English teachers, those who did not participate in many other professional development, and those who have who are just in their early career. because
Mhm.
those who have more than 5 years of experience, it is expected from those kind of teachers that they already have to have participated in many, many other professional development opportunities, and this program will be not so important and useful for them. And another thing is also that US Embassy has many other exchange programs, educational and training programs for more experienced teachers. That's why this one is designed for novice teachers.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. But Parvina, I really encourage you to recommend this program to your colleagues who have fewer years of experience.
Why not? Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for detailed information.
Thank you. Mehri, you can unmute yourself and go ahead with your question.
Okay, I have 3 questions. First of
Okay.
all, I want to ask that I have 10 and 11 years work experience. Can I apply?
No, unfortunately, you cannot. You're too experienced, the same as Parvina and Firuz.
Okay. Okay, I cannot ask the last question.
But Mehri, yes, please recommend this program to your colleagues who have fewer years of experience. Yeah, I can understand that this can be discouraging for you as very experienced teachers why you're not accepted to the program. But yes, I cannot help here. The eligibility criteria was set by World Learning and US government. So this is our primary audience, young English teachers. That's why this program is only for them. For you, dear experienced teachers, there are many other programs.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your question and for participation.
Yeah,
good
it is so
Pro.
pity.
So any other questions? Zibo, you want to ask something?
Yes, Zuru, I wanted to ask you if these experiences all include in Tajikistan or experiences which we have abroad, they include in our experience, or it means that the experience
Yeah.
we are
Yes.
as a teacher in
Generally,
Tajikistan.
all teaching experience doesn't matter where, all teaching experience. For example, if you have 10 years working as accountant and then you got second education as a teacher and only have 3 years as teacher experience, this is fine. We want less than 5 years of teaching experience. Other experiences are not counted. Teaching experience in any country.
Okay, dear Zuro, another question. It is several times which I am completing this program online in Telegram, but when I am half of it, next time when I want to do it again, it is again counts from the beginning.
Yes, because it is as I understand, SurveyMonkey, you cannot save your progress and then start today and complete tomorrow. No, you will need to start and finish at one day. Once you sat down writing the application, you need to complete it. You cannot save your progress.
We can't, yeah. It
Yeah.
means that we have to finish it.
Yes, yes. Please dedicate 30 minutes, 1 hour to your application. Sit down and complete it all at once.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
So, dear Zuro, I consider my like a lucky candidate because I have years of job experience, and I find this program opportunity because other programs they just require experience, but this program like how to say involves in
This is
itself
a chance for young
novice
teachers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and I have to say that I have already completed the application, and so however here I have got a lot of new information. So I wish I could join this session earlier. I have already so I have got a lot of information like how do we get the points, I mentioned some programs that I attended. I just have one question. So, as I know, the application process lasts till 29th of November. And
Yes.
after this, will we be into it, or if we are accepted, for example? So, will they accepted first be interviewed after the application process?
When first, as country assistant, I do the first selection of participants based on their applications and CVs. For example, some participants write good applications, but I still have questions. Then I go to their CVs and check with their CVs. So I do preliminary check of the application forms and select best participants. Then US Embassy will also go through my selected candidates and approve them. Then World Learning Program will also go through that applicants and will approve them. And when everyone is approved, you will receive confirmation email and you will have English language test, online English language test. And if the test shows that you have at least B1 English language level, then this is it. Congratulations, you're a participant of the program. I don't know about interviews. I don't have information about this. I think that no, we will not have interviews because we will create chats where we will stay in contact and I will get confirmation from each participant that they really they will really participate in the program. So yes, I think no interviews, but confirmation, final confirmation, yes, I will get it from participants.
Zuro, may I ask
Thank
one
you.
question?
Thank you, Zuro.
Yes.
I really feel it half of because I didn't know that there is the limit. I used alls sometimes, and now I have clear information about it. But I have already CV in Russian. Can I add it, or it must be in English?
Yeah, of course, it should be in English because in World Learning, they are from USA, and Georgetown University is also in the US, so they don't understand Russian. And when they will need to approve candidates, they will go through CVs and they have to be able to understand your CV. That's why it has to be in English.
Clear, thank you.
Thank you for your question. Let me check chat if there are any questions. No questions in the chat. Mehri wrote so pity and sent happy emoji. Okay. So, dear participants, if no more questions.
Sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
please.
Is this session recorded?
Yes, it is
because
recorded.
I missed the first part. I was in the middle. In the 13th question, actually, I joined. So I don't know what happened before. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, the session is recorded.
And when we can get the recording?
I will try to post it tomorrow on our Instagram and Facebook page. You can find us as C5 Workshop TJ on Instagram and Facebook. I will post it there and you will be able to watch the recording later. I can send the link here in the chat so you can follow this page and I will post everything there.
Okay, one more question. In our CV, we should include only our teaching experience, yes?
You can include other experience as well, but focus on teaching experience. Yes, but if you have some other experience related to administration, project management, or something related to translation, journalism, you can include that experience too. But some experiences are not just relevant. For example, when I was a student, let's say I worked as a promoter. So probably for this program, I will not include this experience because this is just not relevant. Because after that experience, I had more important experiences. But if you are a student, a master's student who just graduated, and being promoter is your only experience, of course you should include it if it is your only experience.
Up to how many years of experience?
Less than 5 years of teaching experience. Other experiences are not counted, but if you have less than 5 years of teaching experience, you are eligible to apply. More than that, you are not eligible.
If we have 5 years of experience, we can participate.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I can see in the chat, Nilufar asks, what about the year? Is it the year of graduation? If it is the question about your academic degrees, yes, it is year of graduation. Year of graduation. Dilfuza, you wanted to ask.
One question. Yes, mostly I have already finished I already applied, but I wrote that I have more than 7 years of experiences, but as I started my working in 2016, 3 years I was in maternity leave. So my experiences are 5 years. So I can call myself novice, but unfortunately, when I applied, I wrote there more than 7 years. Maybe they will think that I have 10 or 8. That's why I am thinking about it.
Please apply one more time and write justification. Because, for example, you apply one more time and I choose you and they see that you applied twice and they will ask me, Zuhro, why you chose her? She wrote that she has more than 7 years of experience. So that's why you write justification. You write that I had a break for 3 years when I did not work because I was in my maternity leave. But counting generally the years of experience that I actually worked, it is less than 5. Okay, please write justification and apply one more time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Nilufar says, I have only 3 months of teaching experience. Can I apply? Yes, of course you can apply. You are eligible if you have 0 years of experience, 0 months, 0 days, you're eligible to. Yes, sure, please apply. If you have bachelor's degree in English language, pedagogy, or any related field, go ahead and apply.
Okay, one more question.
Yes, please.
You said that teachers who have more than 5 years of experience are not eligible. If they just taught at school and never had any kind of experience in other professional development, what about them?
If it is like 6 years, maybe this candidate can be considered as alternative candidate if there are not enough applications. But let's say if it is 20 years of experience and a teacher only taught in secondary school and never participated in professional development, then unfortunately this teacher is a bad candidate. It shows that the teacher was not interested in anything, that the teacher was not interested in professional development, in personal development, did not seek for opportunities, that they only were focused on their routines and their work. And for this program, it is absolutely bad candidate. Maybe it is a great teacher, a great person, but bad candidate. If with big experience, you never participated anywhere, it is a moment when you start thinking why you never participated anywhere.
I mean, you said 12, 13 years of experience, these teachers, they asked you. And for example, if they work in rural areas where you don't have opportunities to get online and seek for professional development online,
Yes,
this stuff. That's
this is
what
really
I meant.
good question. This is really good question. I would recommend applying writing clear statement of purpose in the question why you are a good candidate. And then I will discuss this question with my colleagues. If other questions of the application form are filled greatly and the motivation is really clear and dedication and willingness to pass knowledge to community members, then I will discuss this with my colleagues, but I cannot promise anything because, as I said, the eligibility criteria was set for all C5 countries, the same criteria. They were set by World Learning Program and US government. So that's why we don't have much flexibility in this regard. But anyways, if they apply, nothing bad happens, right? So at least they will
Yes,
learn
I
how
was.
to apply.
Yes, I asked this question because before you started about EWB, many teachers started. They weren't aware of many programs, US
Yes.
exchange programs. They weren't aware, and now for the last 3 years, many teachers were involved in this online courses, webinars,
Yeah.
and now they are starting to think about
Yeah.
professional development and stuff like this. That's why I was interested in this question.
Yes, this is a really good point. Thank you for raising this point. Well, if they are from 22 to 40 years, I think they can try applying. I will next time when we have online meeting with my colleagues, I will discuss this question. But as I said, I cannot promise anything because, as I said, the eligibility are set not by me and they are very strict. So, but let them apply if they are younger than 40 years old.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Mehri, you've got another question. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, because I heard about maternally, which I had it 4 times because I born 4 children, and for this maternally, I didn't get degree from Ministry Education because they didn't count my work experiences. But here I count my work experience. Before, not counting them, I have 5 years work experience.
As I said, Mehri, you can apply one more time, but you will need to write clear justification proving that you really don't have more than 5 years of experience. You will need maybe included in your CV somehow that those years were break years because you were not working, you were supporting your children, your family. So you will need to clearly show it in your application and in your CV because, as I said, we check CV and application, and in CV there is years, right? From this year to this year I worked here, from this year to this year I worked here, so we will count. And if it is fine, you yourself also count for yourself. If it is really less than 5 years, try to apply one more time.
Yeah, thank you. But when I didn't work, I participated online classes, online sessions at home, from home. But I didn't work on that time.
Yes, please count, justify, and if it is really true, apply, because this is a program sponsored by US government, and a lot of people are involved in this program, and we really want integrity from applicants, from participants. The most important thing is that you provide true information about yourself. We work for you, but we want our applicants also to provide true information about themselves. So not that you study and then in the middle of the course, someone knows some secrets about your profession, about your experience. And this is then a shame to all of us, right? So we want integrity from the applicants, from participants. So please be honest in your responses. All of you, I'm not just addressing this message to Mary, all of you, be honest when you respond to something. Don't include false information,
Yes,
because
of
this
course,
is...
because So sorry for interrupt you because all the teachers and all the people which I know, they always ask me why you didn't get still a degree from Ministry of Education, because every teachers they are pass examination and they get degree after 5. Before it was after 3 years, and nowadays it is after 5 years. I always and they ask me that why you have 10 years work experience, but you didn't get it yet. And
Yeah.
the Ministry of Education and the school, they didn't count my years, and that's why I couldn't get
Take your
the
diploma.
degree from Ministry of Education. It is real that every person knows here, and
Yeah.
every teachers in
Good.
my community, they know it, yeah.
So you
And
see,
then I want to ask my other question.
okay.
I want to ask other questions that can we send resume or CV, because I have resume, or can I change it to CV?
It doesn't matter if the format is the same. It is one page, your personal information, your education, your job experience, and experience participating in any conferences, professional development, all those stuff. It can be both resume and CV. Me personally, I'm not sure about the peculiarities and differences in those two. The thing is that we want this document with your information written in English. And how do you call it, CV or resume? It is not very important to us.
And if the participate are not pass, they take email.
Yes, every week we try to send emails for those who are not selected and also for those who need to resubmit their application because they missed some information. Yes, we will try to reach out during 1 week after submission of your application.
Thank you so
One more question.
Okay.
Sorry, please.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm here to help.
About getting points.
Mhm.
It was said that if you taught level B2 or
Yeah.
above, yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What about access program and C5+1 program
Mhm.
if you taught there?
Yes.
What
From
about
one,
them?
we don't give points for that, but it is just good to know because we want, for example, if you taught in any program, you will have reference in those program. And for example, if we are not sure about your application or if we have questions about something about you, yes, we can contact some managers from that program and ask them something about you. This is a good information to know, but we don't anyhow give points for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Sorry, please.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How long does this program last?
As it was mentioned, let me show it one more time, just a sec. It is a very long program. It is not one-time program, 1 month program. No, it is very long program. So from January to April, online training. In July, 1 month in-person training. And then until March, sometimes we will have online sessions just to mentor each other. You will need to organize at least 2 sessions for your community when you come back from Kazakhstan. So until March, you will have time for that. And until March, we will stay in touch. This is the schedule of the program. So we will take several months.
Zuro, I have got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So now in-person session is going to be on July, and until March 26th, there are going to be ongoing support. Like I'm sorry, no. When should we do the follow-up activities? Like,
when in August you will come back to Tajikistan. So starting from August until March, you have time whenever you want, you can organize follow-up. But it should be until March.
can they both be like the follow-up activity organized in August? Like, not until March, but in August during the summer holiday of teachers.
I think probably yes. But you will get more information about this during the course because I'm not sure. Maybe we will have a schedule or something so that we can kind of participate in sessions of each other. I don't know yet. But I think, yes, it is possible to organize something right after your participation. Do they count part-time job experience? Yes, they count both part-time and full-time. Any experience as English teacher?
This program is just for English teachers or can participate in this program?
Yes, it is only for English teachers who have less than 5 years of experience and also for master degree students who are right now studying in the Faculty of English Language, Pedagogy, or any related field.
Okay, then I have one more question, sorry.
Okay.
You said they will count you as an English teacher, work experience as an English teacher. What if you work as a teacher but not English, for example, mathematics, IT,
it is
or
not
something?
counted. It is not counted in your general experience. Less than 5 years of teaching English experience.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. So maybe one last question, if there is any, and then we will wrap up. Any last minute question? No? Good.
Thank you. Thank you for clarification.
Yes, it was my pleasure meeting with all of you and seeing your interest in the program. As I mentioned, just 1 week left to apply, so hurry up. Don't wait until last minute. Please don't do that.
When you published, I opened the application. I looked through, but I didn't apply, and I'm glad that I didn't.
Now it is
right now I
sign
get
from
more
universe to you. Yes, it is sign from us and from universe. Go and apply. Thank you very much again, dear all. Have a great weekend. And if you have any more questions, please reach out to me through Telegram or Instagram during working hours. I will be happy to help you. Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.